to From Anxious Thoughts to Mindful Moments. It's been a few days since I went live with this show, and I'm really excited to be back. It's Sunday night, beginning of the week, and I think that we have some really important things to talk about tonight. So, first of all, we want to get into routine, right? So, winding down for the night, reducing anxiety, reducing stress, and getting ready for sleep. So, I will remove my jewelry as I do each time. And I hope that you have started to develop your own routine for bedtime. Your brain will know that your brain will be signaled that you're getting ready for bed and that you want to wind down, if you kind of establish a usual routine that you go through each night, and mine starts with taking off the stones and such that I've put on for the day. Um, I have a really cool rose quartz necklace on today, and I have talked about rose quartz in the past. It's one of my favorite stones, and I really, think it's a good one to kind of hold in your hands and just think about giving yourself lots of love and healing and, reminding yourself that you are loved and that it's really important to give yourself love and care. And, so that's rose quartz. It's a pink stone. This is a point that I got at Taproot Treasures in Massachusetts, and, I really like it a lot. So, um, yeah, that's rose quartz. And then so this weekend, I was taking a course, and it was some really deep topics in this course. And so I was trying to kind of calm my nervous system. And so I went back to the chocolate oil, which I've talked about this before as well. But I just want to mention that in practice, it really did help quite a bit to put some chocolate oil, rub it into my hands, breathe it in. Smells so good. Smells like dessert, and it's so calming to my system. Yeah. So with any essential oils, you can kind of cup your hands together and take a nice deep breath in and release it. And I like to do each thing 3 times. So I'll take another one. I think that makes 3 because I already did 1. Nice long breath out, um, also to calm your nervous system and activate your parasympathetic system, which is for rest and refresh. It will help you to calm down, wind down, and get ready for a good night's sleep. Oh, I love that chocolate oil. So good. So, I want to talk a little bit about pain and its effect on sleep. I have chronic pain that I've had for many years due to some health conditions. And I have found that peppermint oil can be really helpful to relax the muscles and reduce the pain. It kind of scrambles the pain signal. It's kind of a bright smell, so you wouldn't think about it necessarily for sleep. But I'm not talking about, the inhalant. Although, one thing that I will say is that if your sinuses are blocked at all, that can impede your sleep as well. So, you might want to put a little bit on your nose. That's what I usually do. Clears it right out. But you can also take the oil, and of course, you want to choose oils that are sourced properly and that are organic, really reputable sources. So this is organic peppermint oil. It has the USDA organic label on it, and you want to look for that. Um, so what I'll do with that to help reduce the pain is rub it in to muscles that are achy and joints. Just kind of rub it in. My calves get really sore at the end of the day, so I'll rub it in Achilles tendons get kind of sore also. So you just kind of rub the peppermint oil in, and it can really help to relax the muscles and reduce the pain by scrambling the pain signal and relaxing them. There are other salves, of course. Last time, I believe we talked a little bit about CBD. CBD can also be very relaxing. If you have a CBD salve, you can rub it into your muscles and joints, and hopefully that will provide some pain relief as well. Because when you're in pain and you're trying to fall asleep, it's really challenging. And so you want to look for different ways that you can reduce the pain. Sometimes it's a good idea to stretch a little bit before bed. You can just stretch out, on your bed, even, lay down, bring your knee to chest, just hold it there. You don't ever want to bounce when you're trying to stretch. And you can do the same thing with the other leg. There are stretches that you can look up online to help you, but definitely stretching can help to reduce the pain before you try to go to sleep as well. And if it works for you, you can make it part of your routine as you prepare to go to bed. So, the inhalation could be calming essential oils like chocolate, ylang ylang, jasmine, there's lavender, there's so many that are calming. And the peppermint you rub into your muscles, or you can use other types of salves. Stretching can also help reduce the pain. And once you've reduced the pain a little bit, it's sometimes easier to fall asleep. I know I have a lot of pain in my feet, and so I will rub a salve into my feet um, right when I'm getting into bed. So by the time I'm starting to fall asleep, they're not hurting quite so much and interfering with my ability to fall asleep. So there's lots of stuff out there to try. You definitely want to try to reduce the pain levels though when you're trying to go to sleep. Now, sometimes pain can also wake you up in the middle of the night. It's a good idea to have things at hand that you can use to reduce the pain. If you're a cannabis patient, you can certainly have that right next to the bed. Different salves that may help. During the day, it's a really good idea to drink plenty of water. That can actually help your joints to work more properly. But with water, of course, you want to try to stop drinking water close to bedtime because inevitably you'll be getting up to run to the bathroom, right? And you may be doing that anyway. If you're over 60, it's pretty normal to have to get up one time during the night. Uh, they say that prior to 60, you really shouldn't have to get up during the night to use the bathroom, but it can happen with anyone. But you can reduce that risk by making sure that you're not drinking any fluids within an hour of bedtime. So once you've kind of prepared for bed, so you're reducing your pain, using some oils for relaxation, and there's also herbs that you can take. And I've talked about several of them over the course of the show so far. But I thought I'd bring up passion flower once again because I feel like passion flower works pretty well for a lot of people. I use tincture with most of my herbs, but you don't have to if you don't like the flavor. It's not necessary to use a tincture. The tinctures work quickly and easily. You put it under your tongue, that sublingual dose goes right into your system, works pretty quickly. I usually recommend, though, that you start to wind down by using herbs. So, for instance, if I was going to use passion flower, which, by the way, can increase your dreaming. So that's one reason some people like it, and one reason some people don't like it. It depends if you wanna dream more. But, yeah, so passion flower. So what I would do is, put it under my tongue. I use about a half a dropper full of the tincture, but you could drink passion flower tea also, um, and 2 hours before bed, and then do it again 1 hour before bed. And then again at bedtime. So now you've kind of you're winding down, getting ready to go to sleep. It's kind of preparing your body and helping you to go through that process. Of course, you want to check with your doctor before you add any herbs or a trusted health professional. And some herbs do interfere with pharmaceuticals, so it's a good idea to look it up, talk to your doctor, talk to your naturopath, health professional, um, someone that you trust. Can certainly look it up yourself as well, of course. So, I hope now maybe we're ready to do a little bit of mindfulness, breathing, and meditation. So, I invite you to get comfortable. If you're sitting, you want to put your feet flat on the floor. Try not to cross your arms or your legs. If you're lying down, same thing. Try not to cross your arms or legs and just get comfortable. So we're going to focus first on some breathing. And then tonight, I thought we would also do a progressive muscle relaxation to try to get your body into that relaxation mode, especially since we've been talking about pain a little bit. That's another way that you can relax your body, calm your nervous system, reduce pain. So I hope you're in a position where you feel comfortable now. And if you can, first we're going to focus on breathing. So, what I'd like you to do is find a point that you can look at in front of you and just kind of gaze downward. You can stay like this as we go through the breathing. The downward gaze is relaxing and focusing. If you prefer, you can close your eyes, whatever works for you. That's the most important part. And so we're going to take a breath in through the nose. We're going to count to 4. We're going to hold it for 4 and then release it for 8. All right. So you can count to yourself in your head. I'm going to do it with you, and then I'll just do counting as we go along. All right. Let's breathe in, hold, and release. And again, we're going to breathe in, hold, and release. Breathe in, hold, and release. Let's keep going a few more times. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't worry if you can't breathe out for 8. No judgment. Do what you can. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going with your breathing for 3 more cycles on your own. Last time. Very nice. So I hope you were able to take nice deep breaths down into your diaphragm. You can put your hands on your belly next time if you didn't do it this time, or on your rib cage so you can feel it expand. You don't want to be breathing just up in your chest. You want to breathe all the way down, nice long breaths. And the reason we do long breaths, you can't do those long breaths if a bear is chasing you, right? So you're stimulating, again, your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and refresh nervous system. And that will help you to relax, manage stress, and prepare for bedtime. You can do this breathing techniques and exercises are great to do before bed, get the airflow going, and slow down. Get into that rest and refresh system. Okay, so now we're going to do a progressive muscle relaxation meditation, and you should be nice and relaxed now. Again, your feet flat on the floor if you're sitting, nothing crossed, palms up if you'd like. Again, no judgment. You find your own way. If your palms are up, you're open to receiving. That's why I like to do that, but you can do whatever you like. Just get comfortable in your chair. If you're lying down, that's great. Just don't cross your limbs either. Okay, so we're going to take a few breaths at the beginning, a few cleansing breaths, and then we'll start at the feet with our relaxation exercise. Take a breath in through your nose and release. And again, in through the nose and release. And on the third cleansing breath, as you release, feel your body relax into the chair, the bed, or the couch. Breathe in and release. Excellent. If you're comfortable, close your eyes and turn your attention to your feet. Notice any tension in your toes. Wiggle your toes. Notice any tension in the foot. Relax it now. As your feet are completely relaxed, turn your attention to your calves. Notice any tension in your calf muscle in the back and in the front of your leg. Allow it to relax now. As your calves are completely relaxed, turn your attention to your knees and thighs. Notice any tension in your knees and thighs. Allow it to relax now. Turn your attention to your hips and buttocks. Scan for any tension that you find there. Allow it to relax now. As your buttocks and hips are relaxed, turn your attention to your lower back and belly. Scan for any tension found there. Relax it now. As your buttocks and belly are relaxed, turn your attention to your trunk and back. Notice any tension found there. Allow it to relax. As your back and trunk are relaxed now, you can turn your attention to your chest and shoulders. Notice any tension found there. Let your shoulders drop and relax now. As your chest and shoulders are relaxed, turn your attention to both arms all the way to your fingertips. Notice any tension found in your arms and hands. Allow it to relax now. Your arms feel heavy and relaxed. And as your arms and hands are relaxed, you now turn your attention to your neck and jaw. Notice any tension found in your neck and jaw. Relax it now. As your neck and jaw are relaxed, turn your attention to your face. Flatten out any wrinkles in your forehead. Allow your cheeks to relax. Notice any other tension that you find there. Relax it now. Take note of your scalp. Relax any tension that you find there. Relax it now. Let's take a breath in through the nose and release. Take one more scan, starting at your toes, all the way up to the top of your head. Any tension that remains, allow it to relax now. Take a moment to enjoy the total body relaxation. In a few moments, I'll count down from 5 to 1. When I reach 1, open your eyes. 5, feeling so relaxed. 4, your whole body feels at peace. 3. You can feel relaxed like this at any time. 2, 1. Oh, I feel pretty relaxed. I hope you do as well. It's a really simple meditation that you can do on your own anytime. It's a great thing to do as you're getting ready to fall asleep. I noticed a lot of tension in my shoulders. I was really surprised, actually. But one thing, if you suffer from anxiety or PTSD, or you have a significant amount of stress in your life, chances are you're spending some time in fight or flight. Should say fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. And this causes increased muscle tension because you would be preparing to do those things, right? Run away, fight, freeze. So it's a good idea to kind of scan through your whole body, relax any tension that you find. It really helps to reach a relaxation point that makes it easier to fall asleep. You can also do this even anytime, really, even at work, at lunchtime, just if you're sitting by yourself or, just kind of scan your body, relax your muscles, put yourself in a more relaxed state rather than holding tension and stress all day. But it definitely is great for winding down and relaxing before sleep. So, in the final part of the show, we always talk a little bit about sleep hygiene. And I hope if you've been watching that you've taken note of your environment. We've talked about clutter, we've talked about unfinished projects not being in the bedroom. We've talked about sleep, what you're sleeping on. Is it clean and comfortable, feel good on your skin? Those are all things that are related to sleep hygiene. Um, your nightstand, is there a pile of stuff on there? I know I can get into that sometimes. Um, but really try to keep the sleep area clean, comfortable, low lighting, even when you're not going to sleep, just so that this room is a haven for you, a place where you can relax, a place where you can get a good night's sleep. So you want to definitely look at all of those things. I also encourage you to think about air quality and temperature. So um, for instance, we have dogs, right? And every so often I will go in the bedroom and I'm like, "Oh, I smell dog," you know? Um, and then it's my cue to make sure maybe I'm a little late with, getting the carpet vacuumed and cleaned or, just getting rid of the hair that's in there. Because that all affects your ability to sleep properly. Um, do you sleep with the window open or closed? What is the temperature like? They say it's better to sleep in a cooler environment, but of course, every person is different. But if you are waking up really hot in the middle of the night and it wakes you up, which can happen, or you're too cold waking up in the middle of the night, you want to really think about what is the temperature like in the area that I'm sleeping. So that's another component of sleep hygiene. We have mentioned before also, it's really important to try to not have electronic devices in there when you're getting ready to go to sleep. Try to get off of your cell phone, tablet, or computer, you know, uh, really at least an hour before bed. Sometimes that's not practical, and I completely understand. So I guess I would say try to put the phone down, at least 20 minutes before you go to sleep and don't pick it up again until the morning. It can be really hard to do. I'm not gonna lie, it's something that I struggle with. Um, so, but if you really are having sleep problems, you wanna look at that and decide if that's an issue for you and if it's affecting your ability to fall asleep. Well, this has been another episode of From Anxious Thoughts to Mindful Moments, and we'll be back again on Thursday evening at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. I hope you have a great sleep tonight and every night. Bye.